shift, and it gives us a hope. Which brings us to Tokyo.
Message from the Prime Minister of Japan, Abe Shinzō.
Von der Leyen.
President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, Excellencies, fellow partners, as the world finds itself in the midst of the fight against the novel coronavirus, this meeting is very timely. Japan strongly supports the initiative taken by President von der Leyen. The fight against the novel coronavirus requires international cooperation. Our priorities should be to develop medicines and vaccines to ensure fair access to them, and to provide assistance to vulnerable developing countries. In order to make a turnaround in this battle, a high priority lies in the development of medicines in the short term and vaccines in the medium and long term. The government of Japan will make a total investment of approximately $834 million at home and abroad to contribute to global efforts. This includes our new contribution of approximately $234 million to CEPI and Gavi, among others, to the development and delivery of vaccines. This will be in addition to the more than $200 million that Japan has already provided to CEPI and Gavi. As for Avigan, which has been developed in Japan and is regarded as a promising medicine, we have decided from a humanitarian perspective to provide this as a grant to countries in need for advancing clinical research. Japan has already made arrangements to provide Avigan to more than 40 countries through UNOPS and is coordinating with nearly 40 additional countries. Regarding our assistance to developing countries, in response to the UN's appeal for humanitarian assistance, we will provide more than $1.54 billion. First, as an emergency aid, Japan provided $140 million through 6 international organizations for technical and other assistance for medical professionals and others in Iran and neighboring countries, this up to the end of March. In addition, we assisted developing countries in taking countermeasures against infectious diseases and strengthening their healthcare systems. Furthermore, last week, Japan decided on additional assistance of over $1.4 billion. This will strengthen the capacity in the health and medical fields and increase flow of medicine and other supplies in developing countries. In doing so, we will work closely with our partners, including the Global Fund, to which we have already contributed roughly $500 million. On top of our support in the humanitarian and health fields, we will address the enormous economic impact caused by this crisis. Japan will help maintain and revitalize economic activities in developing countries in Asia and Oceania, as well as other parts of the world. We have decided to establish a new emergency loan of approximately $4.5 billion over the next 2 years. Infectious diseases know no borders. Let us, the international community, unite to overcome this crisis. Finally, let me express my determination to host the 2020 Tokyo Olympic and Paralympic Games, which have been postponed in their complete form to the summer of 2021 as a testament to humanity's victory over this pandemic. Thank you very much for your attention.
Arigatou gozaimasu. From East Asia.